Today I've got the Varla Eagle V2 and my brother and I are going to use it to play around with the suspension. We want to know if we can find the sweet spot of comfort and stability for our weight. We'll show you how to do it, what we recommend based on your weight, and the right tools to get to make it easy. We'll also let you know how it holds up against one of the most popular scooters out there. This is a bit of a tedious process, yes, no?
Yeah, but to be fair, I think it's because we got the wrong tool. If we had the right tool, I think we would have been done by now.
This one was a beast to turn. There's a spot for an Allen wrench. I think that is going to make this a lot easier. Oh, that's definitely better. Don't be idiots like us and just start doing something. Look at what you're doing. We break stuff so you don't have to. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Ooh, I think that's going to be very loose. I'm already noticing as we did that, it's falling over. The suspension has changed the stability when it's just on the kickstand. We're gonna go for a ride and see if the suspension is gonna bottom out, and if we get any speed wobble. I wanna know if that changes the stability at higher speeds. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I can already tell that is very, very loose. There's one thing that we noticed in the first 20 feet. Look at this.
So that's the stem hitting the fender.
Yeah, when I was riding, just hitting the sidewalk lines, it was doing that, it was hitting it. So it's not boding well to have the suspension all the way loose. This is the transition that I'm most concerned about because this is what you'll see a lot in the city as you're just cruising around. That's about an 1.5 to 2 inch curb. Okay, first I'm gonna come from the sidewalk to the road. Yeah, that front fender's still hitting it, but other than that, it's actually pretty cushy. Go to about 10 miles an hour. Whew. Yeah, I definitely gotta tighten that up. Gonna go a little bit faster now. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a bang. Just bounce on this. I just want to show people that, look at that.
Oh, it bounces.
Look at that. Let's see how it does. Yep. Oh, that was cushy.
Okay, that was very cushy.
If I did what you did where you're just, you know, there, that's pretty nice. But if you actually lift up on the handlebars to where both of your tires are hitting at the same time, that's where you bottom out. I want to test out the stability and see if I get any stem wobble. Feeling pretty good at 30. You got a little bit of shaking when you hit 33, 34, but for the most part, that's not bad. Look out. Get out of the way. We're at this park and this is a very rough trail. Oh. I think what we've proven here is that if you loosen up the suspension too much, it's a bad thing. So now let's tighten them up all the way. The threads go down another inch, if you can see. But man, tightening this thing up is a different story. I'm like putting in, yeah, a lot of effort to go past where it was from the factory. Okay, we came to O'Reilly. We have a tool.
Oh, that's man. Way nicer. Oh, baby.
Oh, look at that. Okay, this is the man that showed us what the tool was, the magic tool. What is it? Show it again.
It's called a coilover adjustment wrench.
A coil-over adjustment wrench?
Yeah,
Let's see.
Pretty much
that's what you need. We've tightened the suspension now.
It's stiff.
It is stiff, isn't it?
And I like it stiff.
You like it stiff. You actually still got some really good travel. Oh, that's nice. You couldn't even try to bottom that out anymore. This is the place that we did the first test at, but now it's covered in water, so we're gonna go find another spot that is similar to this. It's bumpy, going faster. Oh, yeah, that's better. Hitting it hard. Softer suspension for that type of stuff is better. So if you're in the city and you have a lot of that type of terrain, I think you're gonna want the suspension looser than what we have here. Now I wanna check out the stability. So let's find a flat road and top this out and see if I get any stem or speed wobble. Oh, I can already tell this is much more stable. There's 30, 31. Yeah, that's whoa. Coming up here quick. That was terrifying. At 31 miles an hour, it was noticeably more stable than 31 when it was all the way loose.
Oh, I bet it was.
Even with that suspension tightened, and this is a kind of a bumpy road. Here's a small bump. Oh yeah, that is actually still pretty comfortable. All right, as far as the smaller vibrations and sidewalk lines, the eyeballs aren't rattling. All right, we're back at the duck pond. I can feel the smaller vibrations, more now, but not too bad. If I could choose between loose and stiff for this type of terrain, I would choose stiff. We want to compare the Varla, which is a $1,500 scooter, against one of the more popular scooters out there, which is the Cabo Wolf Warrior Pro Plus. And this is going for $2,900. I just checked the price today. What's the biggest thing, or the biggest difference between the two for you?
The deck. I don't know why Varla put such a tiny deck on that. I mean, if you look at the size, front to back, you got all this space in this tiny little deck.
The Cabo, it really doesn't have a super long deck either, but it is longer than the Varla. What about the ride and the feel?
I don't know if I noticed that big a difference, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is that the Cabo's got street tires, so in the mud and slick, I was a little bit more nervous.
And you do have a slightly smoother ride with the Cabo because of the tires, but yeah, the Varla, you do have it's like a mix between street and off-road. It's not a super knobby tire. I actually like the handlebar height better on the Varla. Another thing with the Varla is that it has the NFC card, but the Cabo doesn't.
I take my scooters out to the store based on whether I can lock them up or stop them. And so I only take the ones out that either have a key or an NFC.
The take home is that the Varla rides and feels very close to a scooter that is twice the price. Okay, my brother, what did you think about the Varla?
I'll tell you when I warm up. I like it.
If you like this video, I've got some others that I think you'll like. I've done the Varla Eagle 1 and the Pegasus, so check those out. Thanks for watching and take care.